Hey, real estate agents, welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga. Yeah, you know him as the man with the plan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man, with the luchador masks and hats, and we're just going to have some fun today.
We are going to have some fun. We're the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs.
Oh yeah.
All right, okay, here's the real one.
Yeah.
Macho man.
There we
Anyway,
go.
hey, we've got a great guest with us in the house today. That's John Lincoln with
Mr.
EXP
Lincoln.
Realty. How's it going?
I'm in the house. I'm happy to be here.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. You can't get out until you tell us everything.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Sherry Griffin with Security Title.
Sherry.
She's sitting here on the
she's
side.
What's up?
Awesome marketing rep, and been known her for about 8-9 years now, and just happy to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you,
awesome.
John.
Thanks for joining us, Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry.
You're welcome.
Say something really loud. It might pick you up.
That was weak.
That was weak. What's up? All right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't we start with you telling the agents that are watching or listening how long you've been in real estate and what got you into the business?
Well, I've been in real estate about 11 years, and 8 years with EXP Realty, and I got into it for a number of reasons. I used to work for corporate America for a long time, Fortune 500 companies, and sales management, and I was traveling a lot. It was killing me. Even after 9/11, it was really bad traveling. So first started in lending, because that's my background. I went to U of A, have a degree in finance and real estate. So got into lending and kind of partnered with my wife, and she was working for a real estate company at the time, and did the whole lending real estate thing together. And then the market took a dump on the lending side, so I jump into real estate, and then it crashed too. And I go, my timing is horrible.
It must be you, John.
Man, yeah. So I endured. Had 3 years in real estate with at the time the fastest growing real estate company at the time, and they're the biggest one now. I was there with them for 3 years, and then I jumped to EXP Realty because I realized that the model was much stronger and had it's basically a recession-proof model. It really is. And we opened in 09, and I came on in 10. Yeah, and I'm having a lot of fun. Let me tell you, everybody at EXP Realty is having a lot of fun, and they're growing businesses within a business, and it's a lot of fun. I'm sharing everything I can with everybody I know out there, and just to spreading the love and letting them know what we're all about, and do what I can to help everybody be successful in my network of agents.
All right. So corporate America to lending to real estate, and you said every time that you jumped ship to the next one, something happened, right?
Yeah.
So you tell me when you're going to go to a different industry, and then I'm going to short that industry, okay?
Well, I can tell you right now, I've this is my first rodeo. I've done a lot of investments over the years, and when I saw this opportunity and met the brainchild behind the company, Glenn Sanford, the guy used to work for the number one guys too as well, and he had five offices throughout the U.S., and when the market dropped in the first 90 days, they had no closings, but they had the big overhead to take care of. And that's one of the biggest problems with big box real estate companies. They have this huge overhead. It's the office, the electricity, the staff, the equipment, you name it. He basically created a cloud-based real estate company to basically handle those kind of recession-proof of those recessions that all markets go through. Yeah. And to this day, we're growing faster than any other real estate company ever on record.
Wow.
I think I mentioned to you earlier, we were at 6,000 agents on Jan 1 at the real estate. We had a shareholder summit in Vegas on the 5th and 6th of April. We just hit 9,300. We passed 10,000 in late April, and we're on pace to probably be at 20,000 agents by the end of the year, and we're going to go on the big board on NASDAQ, and our stock just jumped tremendously in the last few days, went up from like $13.05 to almost $18.
Wow. Yeah, that's some major growth.
Yeah, what's fun about being an agent-owned cloud brokerage is everybody has an incentive to do well, and we're a really good collaborative group of people. And we can meet in our corporate office every day, and not anybody can say that. And we deliver a lot of education content every week, both live and the things that we deliver, we can do much faster than the traditional brokerage because they just it's kind of old school, and that's how it started. There's some good ones, believe me. I was a part of one, and so was a lot of the major managers and officers in the company. We learned a lot from a lot of those big box real estate companies, but we found that times are changing, and we truly have developed the epitome of a mobile agent. I mean, we have so much technology that we offer our agents that we can be so productive anywhere. Anytime. Yeah. And early on, I remember our state broker, we were on in the cloud office, and we were hearing this odd noise, and we go, "Where are you?" She goes, "Well, I'm on a cruise ship in the Mediterranean reviewing files." I go, "You're on a cruise ship in the Mediterranean reviewing files?" I go, "That totally just blew me away." And I go, "Who else can do that?" Yeah. She can be productive. Anybody can be productive anywhere in the country, and so the model has really changed the complexion of the industry, and that's why we're growing at over 1,000 agents a month. Yeah, and we're staffing up. It's all right now. We're all about scaling up, and we have some of the best management team, and the board of directors are some of the top people in the business, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember the whole virtual office that you guys have.
You can make your own avatar.
Yeah, you can. You make your own avatar, and I know that Brian has asked me to do some video classes there.
Right.
And I remember him sending me some headphones. This was way back then, probably in 2011 or something like that.
Sure.
I was speaking to people virtually, which was awesome. And I could see them walking around, and
it's funny you mention that because that was our first platform, and we actually looked like Gumbies. We had square heads.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then our faces were.
We did that, and that platform we adopted from Boeing and NASA.
Wow.
And really, literally, in the first 2 or 3 years, we had pushed it so hard that they no longer could support it. So our team it's called Work the Magic WTM team. They're all the technology guys. They go out and test everything before they deliver it to everybody in the business or in our realm of cloud brokerage. And now we're on our third platform, and I remember at our shareholders meeting in Coronado last year, I was walking down the walkway there on the way to have some dinner, and I looked at Glenn, and I said, "Glenn, we're getting big so fast." He goes, "Is there going to be a day where we're going to have a stadium that we have 30, 40,000 agents all come into a
virtual stadium,
virtual space?" He goes, "Yeah, that's already on the drawing board."
Wow.
And now that's pushing a lot of content. So, talk about server space. But we're constantly evolving and bringing more content to our agents and brokers to make them more efficient, more productive, because we all want to be productive, and it's so fun. I mean, we have agents that have just got out of college and are newbies. So we have programs we have mentoring programs. We have EXP Expressway where they can go into modules, training modules, and just learn as you go in your own time. And then the live content that we have every week, 25 to 30 hours a week in the cloud office. And we'll have special speakers come in. And if you are out showing a home or doing a listing appointment, you really want to see that guest speaker, we record a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And so we have a huge library of recorded content. So if you want to remember, hey, I want to meet that, I want to go over that video program that somebody launched in Miami or in New York or Dallas or wherever it is. And we have people, like I mentioned earlier, that will go into the cloud office and sit into a mastermind meeting and sit down with icon big agents and teams that are doing $50, $100 million a year, and they're sharing their success stories on new marketing campaigns, whether it's social media, farming, whatever content that they're delivering that they've twisted and changed and tweaked a little bit that's really working for them. Yeah. They're sharing it to people they don't even know. And because they want everybody to be successful, because everybody's being successful, the stock gets stronger, the company gets stronger, we get more productive. People earn stock awards by your first deal when you come on board, and when you cap, and then there's an Icon Agent program. Company awards stock to success, and people have ownership in a company, and it really creates a collaborative group of people, agents and professionals all across the country that want everybody that they engage with in the cloud office or on the phone or whatever, and emails, just to share what's working for them, and like I said, there's mentoring programs, and I've never seen a real estate company share so much with the people that work for them, because in a local environment, your office members are your competitors. We don't have an office, an actual bricks and mortar office, other than to be compliant for the state ADRE requirements. We have our broker has to have a location. And by the way, if you need an office solution, we've partnered with Regis Office Suites, and there's over 35 of those in the Valley. Some people like to go to a place because maybe they got 3 screaming kids at home and they can't work in that environment.
Sure.
So we have, and so any one of our agents worldwide have access to all the Regis Office Suites all over the country and the world, and we have a negotiated price to get a discount if you actually want to get a space. So, Airbnb didn't go out and buy a bunch of cars. They just went ahead and just recruited people that own their own cars to be drivers.
That's Uber, right?
I meant Uber, and then Airbnb. Airbnb is the property. I'm sorry. Yeah, and they didn't go out and buy the property.
You might be able to rent an RV through Airbnb.
Yes, they. Actually, Uber is going to be doing rent your own plane.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow.
Pilot.
Self-driving?
No. That's disastrous.
Don't sign me up for that one.
But so we have a solution because Uber and Airbnb are great models. I mean, if you think about it, they created a conduit of a need, and they didn't have any huge overheads. They just created a software application. And
I do think that the big real estate offices. I mean, a lot of times when you walk in there. And if you need to adjust that, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm good.
A lot of times when you walk in there's really not a lot of people there, even.
That's true.
So I think most real estate professionals usually work from wherever they're
home or Starbucks.
They have internet, right?
And
I even think that we're seeing it in other industries too, like WordPress. Well, the company that owns WordPress. Mm-hmm. I read an article the other day. I think they have their office in San Francisco, maybe.
That sounds right. I think.
And they announced that they're going to be shutting down that big location because nobody ever comes in. They don't need to be there.
That's right.
So it's happening in other industries.
That's
too.
absolutely true. Yeah, you have to get lean and mean in any industry, and recognizing. I mean, when NAR announced 5-10 years ago that over 80% of agents are working from home, the only time they go in there is to collect a check, a mandatory broker meeting.
Yeah,
we have broker meetings in the cloud. Arizona has one at 8 o'clock every Tuesday morning with our state broker, and he's always delivering some content, and people are getting up in the morning, making their coffee, fire up the computer, put the headset in, have their cup of coffee, learn something new, maybe a new addendum to the contract or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we're delivering it real time all the time, and people become more effective, more productive, because let's face it, when you got to go into an office, you got to get up, shower, get ready, dress, drive in.
Yes.
Sit down for an hour. Then people pulling at you, haven't seen you in a long time. Next thing you know, half your day's blown. I was talking to an agent in San Diego. She has her old broker had a mandatory meeting every week on a specific day. Mm-hmm. It took her whole day because she had it was 5 hours of driving.
Wow.
And she said it killed me. And I said, when I saw your model and how fast you're growing and bringing on big teams and icon agents all over the country, I said this is the place for me. And the other thing, obviously, the caveat is that I just like working for a company that allows me to have ownership and they share the revenue with their agents. I mean, that's a powerful thing.
Revenue sharing.
Yeah.
Not profit sharing.
Did I say profit?
No.
It's revenue share.
No, you didn't. He was just saying.
Yeah, it's revenue share. I mean, if you look at the ledger, you got revenue and you have profit.
Yeah.
In between that space, oops, sorry guys, I just banged it.
That's all right.
In between that space is all the expenses. I apologize for that. I thought I shut it off. But I'll shut that off. But I mean, so all that expenses between gross revenue to expenses, after it's all said and done, there's maybe nothing left to share in the profit share model. Rev share is right off the top.
Right. I've seen a couple agents I know that have moved over there. One out in Virginia that I know, and another one in Salt Lake City. Just announced a few weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
That he made a move. So what are you seeing? I know you said that the agents share kind of successes and things. What are you seeing? A lot of the agents that are successful, what are they doing these days to get the business?
Well, we're big on branding, okay, and we highly encourage everybody to brand themselves. And Brian Cohen, the co-founder here in the Valley, is a good close friend of mine, and we partner in a lot of ventures and opportunities, and we're big on branding, and the company is as well. So because the brand is you, it's not the balloon or all the other names. If you remember 5-10 years ago, it was always the company brand first, and then the agent's name was down in the corner with a small phone number.
Right.
It's totally reversed now. So the brand is you. So we're big into branding, and then we're always looking to cutting edge technology to get us more out there as far as self-marketing, self-promotion. Let's face it, a lot of agents do a lot of things that it's a $10 an hour job, and that's not productive. They need to be doing $500 an hour type activity, and that's basically being out in front of buyers and agents and going to social events and things of that nature to get their brand out, and really, they start thinking, oh, I saw you last week at that event. My sister's coming in and she wants to buy a home. I'd like to have her work with you. So that, and then we're big into videos, social media, all the stuff we do every week in the cloud. So anybody coming in that's new to the business, depending on how fast they want to learn and get rolling, we have all the tools to get them to where they need to be in a rapid rate. And somebody new that people with business acumen typically are type A. They know how to get from A to Z pretty quick.
Yeah.
But if you give them a route, a plan, so to speak, or a map, you do this, and this, you'll be here really quick. And one of the things we promote too is business planning. If we do a lot of lunch and learns in the Valley and in the cloud, and we ask people, like, anybody here have a business plan? Typically, out of 20 or 30 people in one of our events, maybe one person raises their hand. And my father, when he told me as a young kid, probably 17, he goes, Johnny, he goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That's right.
And I never forgot that phrase, and it's so true. So you have to hold yourself accountable. So we have actually, business planning workshops in the cloud, and some of the best of the best. And we don't want them, 5-pager. We try to keep it to 1, maybe 2 pages, depending if you're really like intense and trying to touch on every facets of every opportunity in real estate. And then hold yourself accountable. And when I say that, I mean have somebody that you're close to, that you respect, and that is maybe a peer to you, somebody that's very productive. And it doesn't have to be in real estate, but it's probably better that it is, but somebody that holds you accountability, that you can talk once a week. So how many phone calls did you make today what did you do with your leads? How many lead gens did you get? What are you doing in here in this particular aspect of your business plan?
Right.
And when people hold themselves accountable, they have a tendency to be a lot more productive. And so we have goals, and then I always have a stretch goal. And so I'm always looking at the stretch goal. The goal that I did was always conservative, and I blow the goal and then move into the stretch goal all the time. And then that goal next year gets a little higher. And we have in one of the presentations called the Golden Triangle of Wealth. Brian calls it the Wealth Development Program and Agent Wealth Development Program, and it's a triangle. So you have the revenue share, the 7 levels of rev share, and at the bottom of the triangle, or the pyramid if you want, triangle, your sales, whether it's referrals, your standard sales, leads, all that. And then you have your equity piece. And they constantly, like a perpetual motion, feed themselves. Then after a while, you get the snowball effect. It starts a little snowball at the top of the hill, and then at the bottom of the hill is this huge, wealth, just a huge snowball of wealth that you've developed. You got revenue share, you got equity piece, and you got your sales, and you have 3 levels of wealth that you're building. You typically don't get in another real estate company, because it's basically all sales. There's no revenue share and there's no equity. Excuse me, got something little in my throat.
That's all right. What's that?
But so I can't stress enough, and I mean when I talk to people, I ask them, I say, where are you at in your business if you rate yourself from 1 to 10? I get a lot of 6 and 7s. And I look at them, I say, I'm here to get you to 10 plus. And I go, how can you do that? And I just lay out a plan. I said, does this sound like something you could do, doing what you currently do now, and amp it up a little bit with some of the things that we can tweak in what you're doing and what you shouldn't be doing, what you should be doing, those kind of things. But continue your sales efforts, but knowing that you have these two avenues,
right.
The equity piece and the rev share, it's basically creating a life that you don't have to, worry about. I mean,
yeah, sure.
Because when somebody has, on the 22nd of every month, a revenue check share comes in, and you just had 2 deals fall out, and you had a really bad month, because we all know real estate's peaks and valleys.
Sure,
it's not
right.
like your W-2 and you're getting $10,000 every 2 weeks. You just count on it, you plan for it, right? Well, in real estate, everybody's going, hey, I just got my big check, and they go out and they blow it, and then they're like looking for a deal really bad. And so with the rev share thing, there are people that are having their mortgage paid for, their car paid for, and have a little walking around money if they have an off month.
Right.
So it takes a lot of anxiety of real estate. Real estate's a tough business, as you know. So,
Yeah.
so when you have that piece, it makes you more productive. You can focus. You're not all this worrying like, am I going to make the payment?
Right.
Those 2 deals fell out. I'm really struggling. I'm going to have to dig into savings. Or say you have an $8,000 HVAC unit blows, and you go, I don't have $8,000 to pay for it. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I got a little coming in every month, and it's growing every month because agents are bringing more agents, and
right.
and
Yep.
you're doing the same. So it's a really strong model, and I recognized it nearly 8 years ago, that I saw how it was kind of recession proof. And then when we went public, and everybody gets a chance to be an owner, it's a very powerful thing.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
people have a tendency to work a little harder, a little smarter when they're a part of something big that they know it's going to get. If I work a little harder and everybody else does the same, it's just going to snowball again to something really wonderful.
Sure.
that you can, it's a legacy play. You can
Right.
you can retire from this and still
Yeah.
still receive revenue
Yeah.
as long as you keep your license active. So
So-
I can't say enough about that.
Sure.
It truly is fun what I'm doing.
Yeah.
When I show people the model, they just sit there, is this real? I said, look, we're transparent. We're a publicly traded company. We're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
We're, last 3 years, I think 175% growth year over year for the last 3 years. Who does that? That's like a tech. That's like
right.
a tech company out of San
There you
Jose.
go. There you go.
Right.
So if an agent is listening or watching and they want to reach out to you directly, how do they do that?
Well, they can reach out to me, john.lincoln@exprealty.com. That's a great place to reach me. Just shoot me an email. I'll respond post haste, and talk on the phone, meet for coffee, have lunch, whatever. I have people call me Saturdays and Sundays, and can you help me with this agent in Louisville or this agent in Nashville or Bay Area, whatever. I'm available to help them achieve what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
I'm all about. I want everybody to be successful, and I think I'm here for a reason, and I want to share this with everybody. And some people, they can't get out of their own way because for whatever reason life happens. And I said, listen, it may not be for you right now, maybe 6 months from now, but the longer you wait, the more money it's going to cost you that you're not getting because of what the model can provide. So it's a lot of fun.
All right.
What about the exit strategy?
Well, thanks.
Well, the exit strategy is that. Thank you, Sherry. The exit strategy. I love this line. Become the CEO of your life and create a career that you never need a vacation from. That's what we provide. So the legacy play is, you ever heard of the Greek god Sisyphus that condemned this person to push this boulder up the mountain every year and have just come down to the bottom, push it? That's what we do in real estate. Good as your last deal. So with the compensation plan that we have, people can actually walk away from this and continue to receive. It's like the 401k plan on the equity side, and then you have the revenue share. You can will it. So it's a legacy play.
Yeah.
And nothing I'd love better to leave something for my kids when I leave this earth. And I said, hey, just get your license, because I'm leaving something for you.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
And it's growing I'm in 6 states and have 70 agents in my network, and I don't know all of them, but I know most of them. I know I've talked to them one way or another, or personally recruited myself, and I'll get texts and or emails or a phone call, and they'll go, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe what my rev share check was this month." Like, what was it? He tells me a number, and my wife goes, "My wife's so happy. Oh, we can go on a vacation this year." And I go, man, power of VXP.
There you go. How many are you guys in? Almost every state now?
We're at 49 states.
Oh wow, okay.
And we just added Vermont this last week or so. So yeah, we're in 2 provinces of Canada. And to the life of me, I can't think of the one state we're not in. But I guarantee you that it'll happen very quickly, so we can all 50 states.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. So.
All right, that's great information. Thanks so much for sharing.
Hey, I appreciate being here. I mean, I've been, like I said, blessed to be a part of this, and from the very beginning, it's been a transformation that I just sit there and pinch myself. Like we talked earlier about the Gumbies.
Yeah.
And now, you walk in like, okay, last week I was wearing a white suit with a blue tie, Ray-Bans, and a full goatee, right? Change it up.
You trying to be like me?
I can never. I can't. That would take me 20 years to grow. I can't grow a goatee like that.
I think Brian said he had the same problem.
Yeah, he and I have no facial hair at all.
Because I had this back when I first met him.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we just don't have any facial hair, which is fine, because I have friends that say I hate my 5 o'clock shadow. I hate shaving. And so I guess I'm okay with that. But so it's fun. I mean, people go in there and you'll go into like the leadership meeting every Friday. There'll be anywhere between 200, 300, 400 people in there, and what they're doing is they're making the announcements. All the new Icon agents that met Icon status, opening this state. We're rolling out this new program that everybody's going to want to use. I mean, what's great is that we bring a lot of content and technology to all the agents and brokers in a rapid rate, because we have people that go in there and they test it 6 ways from Sundays, and they say we don't see anything wrong with this. Or if they want this product to roll out to all the agents and brokers, and there's a few things we want tweaked, they go to the company and say, "Can you do this for us?" Because if you do, we're signing up. Yeah. Because right now, I don't even touch on this. Is real powerful. Everybody talks about leads. How do you get leads? Well, we offer Conversion and Commissions Inc., which is CRM, IDX, lead generating platform that if you were independently going out on your own, it would cost you $6,000 to $7,000 a year to have it. We give every agent one of these. So they have a way to generate leads, and then we also have live classes and also some of the training modules to how to convert leads, because that's the real secret sauce, is how to convert leads. Right. Anybody get leads, it's just how to convert them. And it's really hard. And I think the average is like 2 to 3%. The good ones are, I've seen, actually one of the girls in my network, she converts almost 10% of her leads, and she's killing it. Wow. And she's a go-getter. And in fact, when she left, she did $6.5 million at her best year, and she's in her first year. She called me the other day. She's so excited. She goes, "I just passed 10 million, and by my anniversary, I shall have 14 million closed." Nice. In the first year. There's success stories like that all over the country, how the power of VXP elevates everybody's game within the realm of VXP in the cloud office. It's really powerful stuff. Wow. Yeah, so cool. I could just talk for hours, and but I'm just happy to be here to share it with everybody, and anybody who's listening to this podcast, I can meet with them anytime, on the phone, whatever. But I'd love to share the model, talk about their business and where they want to go, and how EXP can be the conduit to get them to where they want to go, and have something to show for it at the end of the day. Right. Have some stock, have a little coming in every month to help cover those things that you don't plan for. And and so basically they take the whole, in a nutshell, and I won't say any more other than this, that they take all the cost of a traditional broker, and we took that cost and removed that cost, and now it allowed us to have ownership and share the revenue. And who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, sounds like a great model.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get in the ring?
Let's do it.
A little rowdy?
Let's do it.
All right.
Here we go.
How about the best advice that anyone's ever given you?
I already told you that one. Fail to
that
plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
That was my dad. Love him.
How about your favorite mobile app?
I'm going to have to tell you, it's the EXP Workplace.
That's a cool place.
We had a big private group within Facebook. Oh, this is a rapid round. So we need it exclusive to EXP people. So we have all kinds of groups within the EXP Workplace. So I can go from my phone and like, hey, I need to do something with. I have a referral in Colorado. And I go into the referral group, and within about, I send it out at noon. By the time I get back at the end of the day, I have 20 people saying, I'll take that referral.
Yeah. No, that's great. How about a book recommendation?
Okay, so everybody knows these people. Clients First, Callaway's.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great book.
All right.
And I'm all about, customer is first. You got a lot of times in real estate, we can't get it out of our own way. You force yourself. I'm a big listener. I'll sit there and go, okay, those are your concerns. Okay, this is how I can help you with that. I don't know if I can help you with that, but it truly is. And then you want the whole experience of a transaction. A good title company like Security Title can make that happen. Yeah. But
Security.
because you have a lot of moving parts. You got title, you got lenders, you got home inspections, appraisals, and anywhere along that road, something can hiccup.
That's right.
And it's up to you, the agent, to come up, be resourceful, find a way to pull it back together, to get it to the end zone, punch it across the finish line.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the end result, getting a deal done, get the home closed, and have happy clients on both the sale and the buy side. If you've done that, you've done it. I mean, it's hard to do sometimes because we all dealing with people is hard, and you have to find solutions you probably never ever thought of, because I have agents calling me to help them with deals. And I said, take the emotion out of it, please, because if you don't, this is never going to get done.
Right.
And that's one of the toughest things. I know this is the lightning round. I'm sorry, guys.
How about a productivity tool or software that you use on a regular basis?
Conversion.
Okay.
Conversion.
Yeah, that's a monster of a CRM IDX. I mean, that's
right.
I plug and play, and somebody sends. I'll get a text. Bob Smith from Louisville is looking at property in DC Ranch. Mm-hmm. And I can pick up the phone right there and call Bob. Hey, I see you're looking up in DC. How do you know that?
Does that freak them out?
Well, some people that aren't technology privy, they go, how do you know that?
How do you know? You watch me?
I have extrasensory perception. No, it's just like, and by the way, when you get enough people loaded in your conversion, you're going, who is this person?
Yeah.
And you go, oh yeah, he's been on my drip campaign for 2 years. Sometimes people just take time.
Just call you, yeah.
Right.
And you're always sending them content, something that's interesting, about a subdivision that they like, or a new employer in town, or a new hospital just opened up, or whatever. I mean, you're always trying to send content to your prospective buyers, so they are always engaged. They're always saying, hey, this guy's doing all this work. He stays up till 2 a.m. sending me stuff. No, it's conversion.
That's right.
That's funny. How about one more question? We'll have you draw from the mask.
Here we go.
Okay.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
All right.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I would go to the Fiji Islands.
Fiji. Nice.
And I didn't want to do just a major dive campaign. Try to get like 20 dives in, and I've been diving since I was 18.
Wow.
I love going underwater. I don't like sharks that much, but I
have you encountered some?
It's beautiful. It's an escape. The only thing you really hear is the bubbles and you exhaling and inhaling.
Right.
And it's just silent all around you. And some of the best water is there. And Belize, I've dived Belize, but I just love it. And some of the fish are just so colorful, and it's just it's a great escape.
So have you encountered a shark?
Many times.
Yeah.
I'll share the blue holes down in Belize, and that's where Jacques Cousteau discovered that, by the way. And so we went down to about 105 feet. We're up against the wall there.
Wow.
And and I'm looking, and it's about 350 feet deep, and we see these figures coming up. And there's 6 of us, and all of us except for the Belizean guy are over 6 feet. Some guy's 6'6", 6'7", and we look pretty ominous. But we're not moving. We're just sitting there because we can't stay there very long. We have like a few minutes. But 4 bull sharks come up, and they're the most aggressive sharks in the world.
Oh my gosh!
And they're all in between 6 and 7 feet, and they came about 20 feet from us, and one of the big guys starts sucking air because he thinks he's gonna die, and we're just like, don't move, they're just checking us out. And they swam by us, and then they turned, and that's when he thought it was over.
It was over.
Well, they just looked at us and they go, too bony going down. so then we left and got up, and he's like, all his air is gone at about 80 feet. So I had to buddy breathe with him on the way up because we had another tank at 40 feet. But and then I saw about a 6-foot barracuda in the shadow of our boat, and they look like missiles with teeth.
Yeah.
And I love doing that. I haven't done it in a while, but but I've always wanted to do Fiji. Anything tropical, beaches, you name it. Frosty little, drinks with umbrellas.
There you go. Awesome, man.
But I enjoy that. My daughter got certified. My then wife got certified. The only one, my son never got certified for some reason. We got to get him certified. I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, he's working on his real estate license.
I talked to him about it. He's a consummate millennial, and millennials are the biggest purchasing entity in the country today, like 40% of them, and they have a lot of reserves because those millennials are the same people that saw their parents lose their homes back in the day, either short sales or they got taken back by the bank.
Sure.
And so they're very concerned that doesn't happen to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for being in.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
I had
for
a
joining
blast.
us. And Sherry, thanks for the invite.
We got to stop doing this every 4 or 5 years.
Yes, I know. A little bit more often is better.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
this has been a blast, and I just hope people that listen got enough out of it to inquire a phone call or an email or whatever, or you can call me again at 602-684-9701.
There you go.
I thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah.
But I'm available. I won't say 24/7, but I do take calls sometimes at night, and I go, I don't know this number.
Hello?
I think it's something. Hi, I heard your podcast. Well, you did. Great. Let's have coffee tomorrow.
There you go. Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Until
Thanks,
next time, guys and gals out there, have a fantastic week, and we'll talk to you later.
Adios.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody.
Good job.
All right.
All right.
Oh, man.